developed city, it has
Old
two
Dubai
parts,
Mall.
right?
Bade Dubai.
Culture is very close. We have this type of desert in the We have small islands called
Friends, every developed city it has two parts. One is new, another one is the old one. Yes? Here also in Dubai there are two parts, the new and the old one. But again, the old Dubai has been divided into two parts, two areas. Dera Dubai and Bar Dubai.
But because of
Friends, in Arabic, Dera means marketplaces. If you see other side of the water, today the world biggest markets are over there. Like spice, food stuff, gold, crude oil, motor parts, electronics, mobile phones, textiles, garments, many more markets on the side of the water. In this side of the water, in Arabic and Persian pronunciation, they used to pronounce like this: Par Dubai, no P, P, Par Dubai, which means other side of the water or residential area. In olden days, this was the residential area and that was the market area. But nowadays, both areas are considered as residential plus commercial. First, how these two areas are divided. There is a water body. In Arabic, it's called as Al Khor. In English, it's called as Dubai Creek. First, let me tell you, creek is not an English word, it's a Greek word. The definition of creek is a natural water passage which comes from the sea and it's entered into the city and divided into two areas. That particular water body called as creek. As you see, this water is also doing the same thing. It's coming from Arabian Gulf Sea and it's entering into the city and dividing into two areas. That side of the water called as Dera Dubai and this side of the water called as Bar Dubai. Friends, in Arabic, Dera means marketplaces. Dera means marketplaces. If you see, as I said you that market area and residential area. Friends, this creek, this water body played a very important role in the life of Emiratis. In our tour, many times I'm going to use this word, Emirati. Friends,
Emirati.
I'm from India and I called as Indian. Same like the people from United Arab Emirates, they called as Emiratis, the local Arabs. Friends, how this creek played a very important role in their lives. In year 1833, a 800-member group came to this land first time. And they came from Liwa Oasis, which is 350 kilometers far from here, which is closest to Abu Dhabi, the capital. And this 800-member group called as Al Falah tribe. The tribe name is Al Falah. And this 800-member group led by His Highness late Sheikh Maktoum bin Hashar Al Maktoum. He is the great-grandfather of the current king, His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, the current king of Dubai. Friends, the kingdomship is follows from his generation. After coming over here, these guys, they got it settled at Al Shindaga district. Al Shindaga district, the mouth of the creek. Al Shindaga means mouth of the creek, from where creek starts. And friends, they got it settled there, and what they used to do for living, for survival. Number one, fishing. We all do fishing for adventure, and they do for living. Number two, boat making. They used to make wooden boats. Later we will come to know the traditional wooden boats. Number three is pearl diving. Friends, do you know about pearl diving? What is pearl diving? They dive into the seabeds and they collect oysters. Inside oysters they find pearls. This business was at its best and they are getting good money in pearl business. So during 1890s, Dubai government, they announced that if anyone is coming to Dubai with the intention of business, so we are not going to charge them anything. And we will provide them free houses. In fact, who all are here, we are going to share the profit with them. So after knowing this offer, many Persian merchants, they got attracted and they start coming over here. And these Persian merchants, they came from area called Bastak, which is in Iran. Today it's Iran, but in olden days it was Persia. Alright? Now, we are going to see the houses over there. We are going to visit that area. That area today it's called as Al-Bastakia neighborhood. They came from Bastak, so the houses has been given to that Persian merchant. So that area called as Al-Bastakia neighborhood. Earlier, it was 130 housing units, but now it's only 55. Friends, nobody staying over here. The entire property is under Dubai government. So how these houses, instead of 130, it become 55. For that we need to go back to the creek again, and let me tell you more about the creek. Friends, the length of the creek is 14.6 kilometers and depth is 20 meters. Very salty water, not recommended for drinking. Even for swimming, we don't recommend. The reason, as I said you that it's a very salty water. In this salty water there is high volume of sodium, and some skins are very sensitive, which cannot resist or which cannot absorb this high sodium water, and it results skin allergies or skin irritations. Friends, those still people that swim in this water, if you ask with me, I will say no. The reason, as I said you that I don't know whether your skin is the stronger one or normal one. So friends, if you do have issues, just avoid it. If your skin tone is the normal one, then this water is really good for your skin. It helps to boost the dead cells in your skin collagen, and it gives you good complexion. It works either ways. And during Second World War time, Japan, they start making artificial pearls. I mean handmade pearls. Due to that, their pearl business got hit out. Slowly with the time, the pearl business was dried up over here. There is no more pearl business. But these guys, they wasn't get panicked. They didn't get ripped off. They came back hard, very stronger. How? In year 1966, they discovered oil. They discovered oil. So once they discovered oil, world knows where they are, right? But many of them we don't know about this. Like when they discovered oil, the oil production percentage was very high, but now less than 3%, which means they have reserved around like 7 to 8 billion barrels, which max they can survive for next 5 years. After that, there is no oil on this land. But Dubai government, they never focus on oil. Oil is not expected to generate the revenue. Dubai government, they always keep eye on you people. Tourism. Tourism is the biggest sector to generate the revenue. If you see what all new projects are coming in Dubai, it's related with tourism. The reason? His Highness. His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, the current king of Dubai. He has a vision. His vision is he wants the entire world to come to Dubai at least once in their lifetime. And we are living his vision, we are working on his vision. And he's 100% sure that through tourism it could be easily possible. And it's happening the same. You see, day by day the tourist numbers are increasing in Dubai. No matters what is the weather outside, like what is the condition, financial situation, like health situation, what is the situation on the borders. But Dubai is doing best right now in tourism. And now, I will tell you how instead of 130 it become 55 housing units. Friends, after discovery of oil, these guys got good money. And they thought that, why should we stay in these old Arabian traditional houses? Let's demolish this area and make it some beautiful luxury villas or residential or commercial towers. So they start making demolition. The time demolition going on, there was a British architect here. His name was Mr. Rainer Otter. Being an architect, he thought that why these guys are demolishing some historical and heritage properties. They shouldn't have done that. So what he did, he wrote a letter to Prince Charles of London. Since at that time he was a prince, but today he is a king. So after receiving that letter, all the way from London he visited to Dubai. And he spoke to the rulers who was ruling at that time. And he suggested them to not to demolish this area, and he advised them that this area is going to be very beneficiary for you in future. And they accept Prince Charles' suggestion and they ordered to stop the demolition work. The time they stopped the demolition work, half of the housing units was already demolished. So instead of 130, it's only 55 now. Nobody's staying over here. The entire property is under Dubai government. The department who is taking care of this property is Dubai Culture and Dubai Municipality. And friends, this is Dubai Creek. Later we are going to have a boat ride. Yes, from we will catch the boat and we will cross other side of the water. That's Dera Dubai and this is Bar Dubai. And friends, yes, like most of the houses, more than 90% houses has been given for commercial purpose, and the rest 5% houses has been converted into the museums, art galleries, understanding and cultural centers, and more like few are the government offices. Only one house is open for tourists to highlight the tradition and cultural house. Now we have 20 minutes time here. If we get a chance, if the house is free, then we will move into the house. Otherwise, from outside I will give you the explanation and we will just explore the tour and we will just have a walking tour in this area. And first, before we get down from the bus, I would like to ask you a question. Being by seeing Dubai, do you feel we are on desert?
No.
Don't tell me in terms of weather. I know like weather is really damn hot outside. In terms of area, by seeing Dubai, does it look like a desert? Yes, it doesn't look like a desert, but the fact is we are on desert. Dubai is nothing about the desert and the water. Like Dubai Museum is closed, otherwise over there was a aerial view of Dubai, a picture of aerial view of Dubai of 18th century, where you will come to know what is Dubai. Desert and water, that's all. First, building a small house, we need a lot of stuff like cement, bricks, iron, steel, wood, yes? But how one can find all this stuff on the desert? Luckily, they are close to the water. So what all the stuff they found on the desert and water, they build the houses with that. As they use sand, mud, gypsum, clay. They need the rocks to stand the walls. So what they did, they went into the seabeds and they pull out the coral rocks. Later we will see that rocks. And for roofs, they cut down the palm tree branches and they use that branches as the roofs of the houses. And what all wood you're seeing over here, all this wood has been imported from Zanzibar, Tanzania, Africa. And on the left hand side, this is Bur Dubai Royal Graveyard. This graveyard has been reserved for royal families of Dubai. Many of the royal family members, they are being resting over there. This is a Buddha sign, yes, that boundary over there. And now our pilot is going to stop the bus. This area is so confusing, friends. Just follow me. I'm the one who's going to lead the proceedings. We will just walk as a group and we will come back and walk as a group. All right, friends? And do not go here and there. Otherwise, you will get separated from the group. Come on, let's go.